Alright guys, welcome back to WBD, and I'm showing you a review of my skid steer that I bought 4 months ago. And in that time frame I put 4 to 5 hours on it, so not a whole lot. Of course, I've been building that house right there. That's taking a lot of my time. And this skid steer is helping me do that. And so I do have step-by-step videos of that right there if you want to check those out. But anyway, back to the review here. Show you the engine compartment, because when I first showed you this machine, it was running. And I'm gonna hit the mower. Yep, that's right. Anyway, it was loud back here, so I didn't really get to show you this engine and compartment that well. But I do love that the diesel fuel point is right there, mainly just because it's secure. You know, no one's going to be getting into your tank as long as you got your door locked. Got the oil right here, which is good. Cranks up every time, no problem. We let it sit for a week though, it doesn't start. I think that battery needs to be replaced. But as long as it keeps cranking, I'm good with it. You know, not going to replace it until it absolutely will not crank the machine. Alright. You can check the hydraulic oil right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if I can see what you're seeing. Anyway, it's right. My finger's right there. Anyway, you have to kind of look up in here to see it. And look and make sure it's in the green, which it is in the green. Anywho, let's see the inside. Oh yeah, I got it all locked up. Alright, come in here. There's a radio right there, which is nice because you can put your phone. They have to plug into it with their phone to crank it. To listen to it on your phone, but they still can. You still have that option to plug your phone in, and then you can listen to your music. Alright, so 13.2. See if that yellow light's on. Not too warm for my yellow light. Right here will be a yellow light flashing when it's really cold, to tell you let the machine warm up a little bit. Let's turn the air on here. Oh yeah, that's better. But it's not that cold, obviously. It's 80 something degrees today, so it don't even need to warm up, according to that little display. AC's working good. But anyway, so I've used this machine for about a couple hours here and there, 4 or 5 jobs probably. I used it to backfill my foundation. Hauled a lot of dirt from down the road down there. I don't know if you can see it. See that dirt pile down there? Dirt piles, I should say. I hauled a lot of dirt from there to the foundation of building my house. I got a video of that. This thing did that no problem. Dump this bucket out of water and water. Hey, a little bag came out. I think the only one stuck in there for like a month. You know what? We're not gonna go for an hour's walk now. like I was saying, I did a lot of jobs. Can't really see it from here, but I did one down there at the pond. But anyway, just a little bit more about the machine. It runs good. Everything works on it. I pulled out some trees right there. They already fell over, and I just went out there and grabbed them with my forks on, and I pulled them right out, and I hauled them over to my burn pile. You can kind of still see one of the trees kind of laying in the burn pile. But anyway, I pulled it out, no problem. And then when one was still kind of, you know, still in the ground. But this thing ripped it right out of there, which was cool. So I'm gonna lock this all back up. Anyway, I'm real happy with it, especially for it being a rental. It's been taken care of. Of course, the guy that sold it to me said that every time they got it back from a rental, if there was anything wrong with it, they fixed it. So I believe them too, because everything works on it. When you're in it, riding around it, it's really smooth. It's not bouncing around a whole lot. It performs real well. All the controls on it are real smooth. You know, nothing's jerky about it. Love the AC, radio, cab, of course. Plenty of power. I just love it. So if you have any, you know, doubts about buying this machine, if you're looking at one to buy, and how it works and handles and all that stuff, it's just, believe me, I love it. It works good. It's worth it. I paid $37 for this machine, and when it got here, I was like, man, I don't know what the heck I'm thinking. I got in it, cranked it up, started moving around, like, oh yeah, this is worth it. This is worth it. I mean, you just see the quality, feel the quality, hear the quality, you know, I just love it. But anyway, just want to do a little review on it. And I had it all cleaned up, but it's been raining so much, kind of got dirty. But the only thing that's just a couple things that I don't like is this couple right here. You can see how dirt could get a scoop of dirt. All that dirt falls right there and goes down into your couplers. I mean, I know this is your stick arm. I mean, you know, the curl arms, but underneath it is you can see them right there. Actually, underneath it is where the arms are for the pins, and your couplers right there. But anyway, to be able to take that bucket off, those things get so packed with dirt they don't even work half the time. I have to wet it down with water to you know, make it to where they come out. But they do have grease points, and they do take grease. But what I need to do is take those pins out and clean out the holes and make sure there's not a lot of dirt in there, and then put it back together and grease it, and then see how it works. There's probably just a lot of dirt in there. But if it keeps on having issues, I'm going to take that coupler off and put a manual coupler on there, because good golly, it's a pain in the butt. If that thing stops working, you're dead in the water, you know, and you cannot move it unless you take one of these bolts out. And I've cut off both sides. Now, I've done one side one time, and I did another side another time, because the thing just quit working on me. Pins, one's in, one's out. I'm like, what in the world? Now I can't use the machine, right? So anyway, I cut that pin out. Then you can move that coupler out of the way, and then you can pull your pins. But like I said, there's just so much dirt in there right now, I think, that it really has a hard time. But what I do, if I do have to change attachments, I just wet it down real good, and it works fine. And then do my attachment changing, and then when I get down, I wet it down real good and do it again, and that works. But like I said, when I have more time and I'm not building my house, I'll take that thing off and take them apart and make sure there's not a bunch of dirt in there. It's making it so tight that those things don't move. And so that's the only real issue, other than the door. I wish the door slid up over your head, like the Takushis or like the Kubotas. Because there has been times where I wanted to get out of the machine and my arms are up a little bit. And if they're up a little bit, you can't get out of the machine because the door won't open. But, you know, most times, my bucket's going to be all the way to the ground. I can get out. But there has been a couple times where I'm like, woo, I wish I had a different door on this thing. Different style of door on this thing. But other than those two issues, I mean, this thing has been great. You know, so I've been real happy. Real happy. Anyway, alright. Just one more little note. I've been under the weather, so that's why I haven't been working on my house. I've been sick for a week. So I thought, well, I'll do this video on the machine and explain why I haven't been working on the house. So anyway, I am feeling better. Today's Friday. A week ago yesterday, I got sick. Well, started to get sick, I should say. Woke up Friday, just didn't feel very good. Slept all day, all night. And that started the whole thing. But anyway, a little head cold. But anyway, this is our house, like I was telling you. We're building it. And there's videos of that. Alright, guys. So that's my review of my Cat 259D 45 hours later. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Subscribe, like. Till the next one. Bye.